What's going on, my fellow hunters? We got some news. Boy, do we got some news. First thing I'd like to show off before we get started is my mental weapon is max. So now I just need to work on armor. The weapon being max is. I didn't think I was going to get this weapon max anytime soon because, as most of you know, for the first month Mitsu dropped, I did not get a plate to drop. I literally got my first plate to drop during the water event. Like, my weapon was stuck at 755 for the longest time. But anyway, I'm just happy to finally have that completed. I can finally focus on just Elder Dragon hats if necessary. But I'm still gonna do the Mitsu hats because I want to get these armor pieces to grade 8. Getting them to grade 8 means I can drift smelt, and the Mitsu chest is especially attractive because it'll have 2 drift smelting slots. So if I can get water attack on both, there goes my water attack, my water element piece, which I'll be very happy about. But not even just that, I want to get triple bubble dance and triple resuscitate. So I can have that maxed attack as I talked about in my previous video so long ago. But anyway, let's get right into the news. The first anniversary event is launching, and boy oh boy do we have some surprises. We have, excuse me, I got a text message. We have 3 new monsters, and boy oh boy are they interesting. So first we have Axonom. I'm not sure if I pronounced the name right, but he's generally a firebird. I believe he was first introduced, was he introduced in Rise or before that? I would say in terms of difficulty, he's probably the easiest monster of the 3. It's really good to get another fire monster in the game. I'm not super hype about it because I want a fire monster that's going to make really strong dual blades. Axonom, historically, he's not really known as a difficult monster. He's going to be along the lines of, in terms of challenge, like fighting a Dragras or a TZ, right? Now, that doesn't say that you should take him lightly because he's still going to be a flying creature that's very annoying, and most of his attacks look like he's dancing, so still be wary. But in terms of on this list, he's probably the lighter of the bunch. Now, who we have to get into is Rajang and Magnamalo. Now, Magnamalo is the flagship monster for the first anniversary, it looks like, and he's going to be making blast weapons, so I think it's a really big deal that he's coming out. He was definitely introduced in Rise, and he's basically known for making like samurai-like armor that's super crazy. I think his blast is normally, what is also for him, it's called like Hellfire attacks. He's just like burning explosions. It's ridiculous. Now, in the game, his moves are generally hard to read. They look like they're telegraphed, but he could be attacking in one direction and looking like he's attacking in one direction and actually attacks in the other, mostly because if he uses his tail like a samurai sword. So definitely be on the lookout for that because he's going to be very annoying, but we're all going to be farming him because we all want to make his blast weapons, and I'm pretty sure his armor is going to be good too. Probably a good mix and match with the Teo set, so you can have the blast build up and so forth. And now the final monster on the list is, to me, the scariest monster of all. And again, it'll depend on who you talk to, but to most experienced hunters, the scariest monster of all, Rajang. Now, this is what I call the basic Rajang because there is a stronger version, a furious version of him. But Rajang is generally known for being one of the most aggressive monsters in the game. His angry form is literally called Super Saiyan 2. And you guys will understand and see why if you have not experienced him yet. Now, I'm really excited for Rajang. He's a very tough monster. But personally, I'm excited because he's weak to ice. And guess which is my best set? Ice. So if you're ready for, to take on a Rajang, he's just, I'm not gonna lie, guys, he's ridiculous. He punches, he's fast, he shoots lightning hyper beams or lightning beams, he throws lightning balls at you. He's just downright scary. He's like a minotaur whose fists are like the Hulk. But regardless of that, he's a very fun monster to hunt. He also makes thunder weapons. His thunder weapons aren't really known for being high element thunder weapons. They're known for being higher in raw damage, but I think he does normally make the best guns in the game. Or at least, if I remember correctly, his guns can shoot crag shots, which were really good in other games. Crag or sticky shots, depending on which version of the game you played with him. They're basically shots that lodge into a monster and explode, right? So really cool that he's here. I'm gonna be afraid of him. If you're talking about difficulty, he's along the lines of Double Joe Tough, right? Smaller, but still just as ridiculous. I think they should have made an investigation like a Double Joe, but that's just my opinion. MHNow is weak to, I believe, water. I don't know if he's also weak to ice, but I remember him definitely being weak to water. And MHNow is also weak to water. So as long as you guys have your water sets and your ice sets, specifically for Rajang and the ice part, you guys are generally prepared to farm this event. Now, that being said, Rajang, for newer players, I know the hunts tend to be 75 seconds. For newer players, especially for those of you who are close range like me, you might want to be extremely wary of when you fight a Rajang, because your boy does not play games. But anyway, there's only so much warning I can give you. He launches, was it next Thursday, September 12th? So just be on the lookout for that first anniversary. I'm gonna be so excited to dive right in. We have a few updates. We have the new Shibuya Carnival. I'm sure everyone's noticed in that. It looks like it's local specific. I unfortunately will not be going. I was just in Japan this summer, and I was in Japan for Christmas. I might go again for the holidays. We'll see, but I will not be there for the Shibuya event. All right, but for anyone who's going, I'm hyped. You get to hunt a Nergigante, one of the Elder Dragons introduced to us in Monster Hunter World. I call him the Spike Elder Dragon. He's gonna be fun. His equipment's fun. I think he's only weak to Dragon element. So even if you're there, you know, if you have a Dragon and Thunder, let me correct myself. If you have a good Thunder set or a good Dragon set, you should be well prepared for that event as well. And then heavy bowgun training quest. So those of you who have been looking for heavy bowguns, say no more. Your time is here. I like to do the training quest just because they give money and materials, and you can get the weapon to at least grade 6. So I'm going to participate in the training quest. And plus, for your daily quest, you'll need at least one of these weapons anyway. So I recommend testing it out, checking it out. Should be fun. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep it the video short. Let me know what monster you're most excited for. Are you excited at all? Because I'm going to let you know right now, these are some scary monsters they're introducing. MHNow is already scary, but bringing Rajang with MHNow, that's something to talk about. But in any event, comment, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to support the video by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you appreciate the content and want to see more. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching and happy hunting.